YouTube. It's Marlin. Got a little different stump grinding project to do this morning. A little different, a little kind of difficult. We looked at this job, I don't know, it's been probably a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I don't know if you can see, it's pretty steep right here. We got to get in there behind that wall. That was a big old tree up in there. I'm gonna show you. But this is pretty steep terrain right here. We can't even get in here. We bought them little mini excavator with us just in case we got to get up there and hold that stump grinder up on the hill. Our stump grinder don't have tracks. I tried to get some guys in here that's got some got the big stump grinders with tracks, 70 horsepower, to get in here and eat this thing up, but we just couldn't get any takers on this thing. And we're trying to help a company out over here. Told them we'd do what we can do. But let me swing around here and show you what we got. This is the area right here. This old stump right here. It actually looks like a poplar stump down here, but up in here looks like an oak. I don't know, it looks like poplar roots, but it could be good. But this is pretty steep right here. Got a little bit of frost on the grass up there, you can see. But this stump's probably 15 foot across. Big old massive stump. Somebody come in here and ground it. They couldn't get that fella back, knowing that they needed to get some plants in here. We're gonna try to do the best we can do, get this thing down. Like I said, we're gonna walk it in up here at the top and come down this hill. We're gonna start grinding right here. We're gonna grind down. Maybe have to get the little excavator, the mini excavator, set up here and pull the grinder back and work our way down the hill. Then they're gonna have to bring some soil in to build this up, because I know we're not gonna be deep enough. But the plants that's not going in is not real big plants. But anyhow, that's kind of what we got in store for today. It's these are the kind of stump jobs that we've, I said before, we don't feel like we specialize in anything. We just do a variety of different jobs, and we kind of take them as they come. These folks here need some help. We do this kind of stuff. We call them specialty stumps. This would be a specialty stump. I think there was 4 or 5 folks that come out, looked at it, and didn't want no part of it. Be honest with you, I didn't want no part of it, but I called a couple of friends of mine that one of them's out of business now. He's retired, and another guy, he never called back, and that's kind of the way of the world now. But anyway, that's what we got going on. We're gonna try to get this machine in here, walk this machine down here while it's coming up the sidewalk. We're gonna bring that bad boy in and see if we can get it down through this front yard, and we're gonna go from there and see what happens. Well, I've got that thing in there, that bad boy down the hill, and All right, folks, you can see we got that stump grinder in there. We didn't turn it over. It didn't slide down the hill. It's pretty steep in there. We kind of got us a flat spot in there to work right there. And what we did, we cut one swipe down, kind of got us a runway, got in there, got us some chips where we could kind of build it up and get in there sideways. But it was so steep and wet. To start with, that thing would just slide down the hill. But we kind of kept working, got it where we could get across there. We worked it about, I don't know, we was a good hour and 15 minutes in, and that stump grinder laid down on us. I don't know what happened. It vapor locked or something. We thought the fuel pump went out. We got one of those, put on it, and got back in there, and then we come back and got it going. But we just kept grinding and digging and grinding and digging. That's what you got to do on this thing, because you'll lose a lot of roots in there if you're not careful. You try to go in there and grind, and you'll see something. You say, well, I'll come back and get that, but you lose it. But you can see right here, we kind of digging and checking the spots, you know, so they can get them plants in there. Now, they'll bring some dirt in there and fill that to probably take some of them chips out and remove them, and then bring some dirt in there and topsoil and build that bed up. But that's kind of what we got going on there. We wound up probably grinding 25 foot, maybe 25 by 20, 25 by 25, something in there, in between them two holly trees there. But it don't look steep right there. But down below that wall, she's pretty steep. You can see here in a minute, me and White's gonna ride that grinder down, and the excavator. We went out that way so we wouldn't drag that mud up through the yard and on the driveway going out. Pretty nice property there. And we took a chance on going down the hill. But you'll see right here, this is where it's kind of sketchy right here. I'm going to tell you what, that was sketchy. That old grinder's top heavy in here with the motor up there. But you can see we got the motor up the hill, him sitting on it, me kind of standing on the blade back there. But we got it out there and got everything raked up, cleaned up, and got ready for these guys. But this is not a stump, you know, you grind every day. This is just like, well, you say, one of them specialty stumps. These guys need a little bit of help. But I hope you guys got some entertainment out of this, and we appreciate you guys tuning in with us, checking in, and hanging out with us on these things. We sure do enjoy videoing these things. We've had a little camera trouble here lately. I don't know. We had one film I put up that something went haywire, but if you like these videos, how about hitting them buttons for us? And we sure do appreciate you checking us out. We'll see you on the next one. That's a pretty mean stump right there. I believe that's one of them ash trees, I believe. Big old tree right there. That thing was probably, I don't know, good. Well, you can see what we ground there. We started up here on this side, and it's a good, I don't know, it's 25 by 20 area right there. This thing was in there. You can see down here is some of the stuff we plucked out around the edges, that last little bit. They're gonna try to get some plants in there, but that's what we got going on there. It is a little sketchy going down this hill right here. We didn't do a whole lot of filming on it. We're just trying to get down. We broke down, that grinder broke down, I don't know, about an hour in. Y'all probably might see it on the video there. Broke down. But this right here is steep. It's steep right there. I'm gonna kind of put this camera up right here. But you can see me walking down this hill right here. You see where the grinder slid. Me and White had to ride the grinder down, keep from turning over. We come in on the top side, but we don't want to track this mud. We took a chance on going down this hill right here. And like that. But that's going to wrap it up for this, and we're going to try to get back.